visiting us, and I'm glad everybody's here. And if you guys have a question later on, you can ask the representative. And he's very involved in the community. We're glad to have him. Welcome.
So I was just telling this young man I said, who owns this place? And he goes, well, I own it. He goes, you're too young to be an owner. That's great. That's great. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for the invitation to come here today. It's been a long time since I've been out here on the west side of Columbus, and it's great to see this building here that is now anchoring what used to be the Great Western Shopping Center. It's a great turnaround, and so it's wonderful for the community, it's wonderful for you, it's wonderful for everybody. So thank you for your participation in all of that. Just a small introduction, because this isn't really about me, but just a slight introduction. I'm a state representative from the 22nd House District, mostly of North Columbus, but it spreads out about a large part of Columbus. But as a representative, you represent everybody. Even though you have a district, you're still doing the work for the state of Ohio. The stuff you do is for the state of Ohio. And our job is to make the people's lives better, even if it's a small degree. Our job is to try to make people's lives better through government. The committees that I serve on, I don't serve on healthcare committees, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. I serve on criminal justice. I'm the ranking Democrat on the Criminal Justice Committee, and one of the things that we're trying to do in criminal justice is to create a justice system that respects everybody, so that everybody gets a fair shake. One of the bills that I have pending in the House right now that will become law soon will be the creation of new public defenders across the state of Ohio, because we have a large number of people who are arrested for crimes that they may or may not have done, but they don't have they don't have the resources to hire a lawyer, because lawyers are expensive. I know, I'm a lawyer. So lawyers are expensive, and so they need public defenders. But if the public defender is being overwhelmed by huge numbers of caseload, there's no way they can do the job in an efficient way. And so my bill will create a whole new generation of public defenders in the state of Ohio, so that there will be justice. Because that's what we're all trying to get. We're all trying to get justice, and that's what we're trying to do. So that's one of the things I'm working on. I also work in the environment, the Environmental and Natural Resources Committee. So we're trying to make sure that your air is clean, trying to make sure that your water is drinkable, and we're trying to make sure that you're all here pretty young. You're all here a lot younger than I am. So I want to make sure that the future, that there's a planet that you can live in, that you can enjoy, that you can have children and grandchildren that they can enjoy like the way we do it today. And so we need to be constantly fighting to make sure that we do the things that we can do to limit our carbon footprint, so that we can have a life that one we enjoy now that we can enjoy in the future. Probably the committee that most people kind of yawn about is I also regulate, I'm on the committee that regulates financial institutions, banks, savings and loans, and all those sort of things. That's not the most exciting committee that I'm on, but sometimes it is very important as far as funding is concerned. And then finally, Ways and Means. Ways and Means is the tax committee. That's the committee that decides who's going to get taxes, who's not going to get taxes, what kind of tax breaks you're going to get, and all that kind of stuff. And so we're working on that. But that's who I am. This is really all about you today. I'm here to celebrate you. I'm here to celebrate what you're doing, both as an individual, because it's easy not to take control of your own life, to let sort of circumstances just kind of dictate what you're going to do. But everybody in this room is taking control of their own life. They're making a difference for themselves. And the only way a community can move forward is if each individual moves forward and takes responsibility and moves forward. And so by you moving forward as individuals, you are moving forward your community and making it a stronger and a better community to live in. And you're in an area, let me tell you, you're in an area, there are two areas that I get the most questions about. I tell them I'm on criminal justice, so sometimes I get a lot of stuff about that, because that's an area that you see a lot on TV. But if they don't know that, the two areas that I get a lot of questions about are education and healthcare. Oh my gosh, healthcare, healthcare, healthcare. I mean, it is on the tip of everybody's tongue. It is the thing that everybody wants to know. Can I get health care? Can it be affordable? Is it going to be there for me? Are we going to have the resources we need so that people can actually do health care in this country? And the need for people like you is incredible. My sister-in-law is a nurse, and she operates in Phoenix, Arizona. She lives in Phoenix, Arizona. And she just says that she gets called all the time. I'm not saying this is going to happen to you, so don't take my word for this, okay? But she gets called, they call her all the time. Oh, you move over here, we'll give you $500 extra if you come over here, this hospital, whatever. Everybody's calling her, because there's such a shortage of nurses in that particular area, and it's true not just in Phoenix, Arizona, but it's true all over the nation. There's such a shortage in what you are doing, and there's such a need for what you're doing, not just in hospitals, but in nursing homes. I mean, people like me, we're getting up there in the ages, okay? And hopefully I'll never make it to a nursing home, but you never know. And a lot of people are going to, and the population, the aging population is getting larger and larger and larger as a percentage of the population of this country. Who's going to take care of them? Who's going to make sure things are okay for them in their last stages of their life, okay? We all know who's going to do that, right? We all know who's going to do that. And so it's just a demand that is out there. It's a service that we need. And so I commend you and you for putting together a program like this that not only helps each and every one of you, but helps your community and helps our society deal with probably the most pressing problem that we have, and that's the health care and the taking care of people as they reach their last stages of life. Now, you all have enough to do. I hear that this is a one-year program, and and he tells me it's a pretty tough program, okay? So I know you're all working pretty hard and you're all really busy, but I have one more job for you. Civic engagement. Civic engagement. Registering to vote. Making sure your neighbors are registered to vote. Making sure that you're out there supporting candidates that you like, that you support. The 2020 election, for two reasons. First of all, that's your responsibility. The democracy we created in this country back in 1787 was created so that people had an outlet to go to people like me and others and say, look, I'm your boss. I need this. This is what we need in the community. Not me necessarily, me personally, but this is what we need in the community. We need roads, we need lights, we need whatever. Whatever it is that we need in the community, that's what the democracy is all about. Because if you don't have people voting for people, if you don't have a representative, then whoever is in charge, they don't care what's going on. As long as you're not revolting against them, they don't care what's going on because they don't have any kind of power, any kind of strings, or any kind of contact with you. But when you're the boss, and being a voter, you are the boss. When you're the boss of the person who wants to serve in these representative positions, it's your responsibility to communicate to that person what you need. And that person is going to listen to you to a greater extent the more involved you are, okay? Now I know that seems kind of esoteric and kind of like, okay, well maybe I learned this in high school or whatever about government and all that kind of stuff. How does that really relate to me? How does that really relate to me? Well, let me tell you how it really relates to you, okay? House Bill 144. House Bill 144. I'm a co-sponsor of House Bill 144. House Bill 144 passed the Ohio House. I'm in the Ohio House. I'm not in the Congress. Some people think I'm in the Congress. I'm in the Ohio House. When people think I'm in the Congress, they ask me, are you going to vote to impeach Donald Trump? And I say, I would if I could, okay? But I can't, okay? Because I'm in the Ohio House. But sometimes people get confused. I'm in the Ohio House. House Bill 144. House Bill 144 is pending right now. Right now, we passed it out of the House. It's in the Ohio Senate. That legislation will forbid a hospital from requiring nurses to work overtime as a condition of their employment. Okay? Because we heard from all sorts of people testifying that in various places, now you're just looking for a job, but once you get the job, you don't want to be in a situation where you come into work and you got child care, you got responsibilities, you got all that kind of stuff going on. You come into work, you're going to work your regular shift, and while you're on the regular shift, they say, oh, by the way, we need you to work another shift while you're right after, wait a minute, I gotta go home, no, and if you don't do it, we're gonna fire you. And this was going on all across the state of Ohio. And this bill ends that. This bill forbids people from doing that. So this is a bill that affects every one of these people, every one of you in this room. It could affect every one of you in this room. So thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for how you're doing it. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in a year at graduation and all those wonderful things that you're going to do in the future.